all probably seen this image of our own Glenn Danzig, New Jersey's own Glenn Danzig, just civilly wrapping what seems to be records there. It was probably Danzig records of the Elvis Danzig record that everyone wants. And he's obviously sending that to like Henry Rollins or something. And that's so what's the really origins behind this picture?
Well, that snuck into the Instagram story, I believe, of a lovely young lady by the name of Ashley Michelle Wisdom.
Danzig has a girlfriend,
and it has come out in the aftermath because everyone, as soon as they saw this image, saw it for the treasure that it is, that it must be preserved and circulated broadly. So it came out that she had this image because she took it, and she is his girlfriend. He is here at her house wrapping presents. And she went on to do a Q&A in which was revealed that he does not like the memes.
Well, there's so many memes about Glenn Danzig. I mean, Glenn Danzig hates memes, according to the interview. She answered a whole bunch of questions, and this is really special to us because we never knew about a Glenn Danzig girlfriend before. He's always been the guy who's like, oh, I'm single forever and I just get all the ladies, but I think he's getting too old. Maybe that's not really working anymore. But anyway, Glenn Danzig hates memes, according to Miss Wisdom, and she's so wise. And according to his recently revealed better half, Miss Wisdom, we also learned that her happy whoa-mance, you like that? Whoa-mance. Like romance, but
yeah.
With the pint-sized social media favorite, not to mention punk rock and metal icon. So he's got this woman now, and she conducted an interview. They conducted an interview with Glenn Danzig's mystery girl, known as Ashley Michelle Wisdom, where she reveals a lot about the eternally enigmatic but tacky nature of New Jersey's own Glenn Danzig. She also reveals, like we said before, how he is not happy. I mean, he doesn't have a sense of humor about this. You think by now he'd kind of have a sense of humor. I mean, he appeared on Portlandia and stuff, kind of them making fun of just the idea of Glenn Danzig, and he was on Adult Swim once. But you think maybe he'd have a sense of humor for this constant attention, because that's what it is, attention.
I think it's a control thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he had a lot of control over how he appeared on Portlandia.
Right, sure.
But he cannot control the memes.
No.
My favorite part about this was how she said that he hates the memes and everyone who makes them.
It's a lot of people. Glenn Danzig, you hate everyone.
So he hates you. But yeah, another fun fact is they met on the set of Verotica. We haven't seen Verotica yet, but I've heard that it's quite the film.
We're missing out. His Oscar-nominated film.
It is?
Verotica, probably. I mean,
I don't think
Oscar
so.
pick.
Oscar pick.
That was like last 2 years ago, maybe. But,
I think it's too old now.
Yeah, unfortunately, missed it. And they just didn't see it. That's why. They just didn't see it. If they saw it, it'd definitely be Oscar pick. I think it's worth an Oscar, even though I haven't seen it. According to Wisdom, she knew nothing about the iconic music career when she met him, and she's more of a Britney Spears kind of girl. So Ashley Wisdom is just a kind of a normal. Well, I wouldn't call her normal. She's kind of like a glamour. She's kind of like a glamour girl. Yes. Okay. So she doesn't look. I mean, she's got a lot of surgery.
She's a little enhanced.
I don't want to be mean, but I mean, Danzig's old. He's well into his 60s. I mean, he's not a young guy anymore. And I don't know how. I don't think this girl's that young.
It's hard to say. She could be any age, really.
Yeah, but she's heavily enhanced.
I do think it's strange that she doesn't know who she is, because I imagine how wealthy could Danzig be?
I think he's wealthier than you think.
Wealthier than you think?
Yes.
Because, you hear the story about, the bricks laying,
That was his old house. He doesn't live there anymore.
Okay.
That was before all the Misfits reunions. He moved from...
Oh.
First of all, he sold that house for $1 million. That shitty house in L.A. sold for $1 million. So he probably lives in,
It is. We're talking L.A. real estate here, so...
That house with the fucking bricks in
he
front
still
of it.
lives in L.A., though, so he bought a different house.
A nicer, probably, house.
that costs a lot of money, I'm sure.
Yeah, and with all that Misfits money, he probably
Anyway.
made a fuck ton of money.
All right, so he's wealthy, but it's, he's kind of like I just can't imagine like, of all the rich men she could be with, like, being with one where she doesn't even know his work.
Right, she's not even a metal girl, so she's not impressed by that.
Yeah, like, I could totally see it if, like, she was at least knew about him.
Yeah, she was like a metal.
And it was, like, at least somewhat impressed by his fame. But, like, for him, he's just, like, some weird, washed-up old punk guy. You're just, like, that's not cool unless you're into that,
Yeah, and, yeah, like, money-wise, there's plenty of money guys in Hollywood that are probably better looking and taller than Glenn Danzig. Girls like tall guys.
Listen, I disagree.
Well, that's what my short friends always complain about. Not me. I'm not too short, but like short guys.
I'm here to stand for short men.
Okay, I'm not short though. I'm 5'9".
You're one of the shortest men I've been with.
I'm 5'9". Everyone, that's average height. Okay, so you know. But
yeah, it's very strange. But
yeah, she's like a glamour chick. Yeah.
I guess we should congratulate Glenn on.
Well, I'm glad he has. He's settling down because he's never been married. He hasn't got like 50 divorces under his belt like a lot of rock stars. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, and she mentions that he's like she has a daughter, and he's very good with her daughter.
Right, she has a daughter
so
too.
It's very wholesome. So it's nice.
So Glenn, yeah, he's settling down. No more playing around with tons of groupies like he probably used to do. He's settling down, wrapping presents. It's a nice
very grimly wrapping presents.
Well, this is one of the many memes. This is one of the onslaught of memes just from this image alone.
How dare you?
How dare you ruin this moment, you memers?
I also can't imagine like if taking a picture like this of your boyfriend and thinking that this was looked like a precious moment and putting it on my Instagram story. This looks horrible, honestly.
He's not going to...
He's not smiling. He's not looking at the camera.
Why does he ever really smile, though?
You would think if you're wrapping presents at your girlfriend's house, you'd smile. You're having a good time.
Well, he's concentrating. When I wrap presents, I'm not happy either.
If I took a picture of you wrapping a present, you would smile.
If I was concentrating on wrapping it, I'd probably be like, God damn it, because I'm not good at it. So I'd probably, I think he's doing a pretty good job. I mean, it's a record though, so it's not that hard. But yeah, I mean, he's concentrating on it. I don't know how good. She says he's a good. She answered a bunch of questions. They obviously somebody got an interview.
This does strike me as a little bit of like a little slight fame grab on her part. Like he probably doesn't want it, her posting pictures of him on her social media.
Yeah, but I don't think he's got a choice.
Well, he can't stop it, but
Yeah, I think he likes the girl, and she's trying to make him like a more accessible, kind of friendlier face in the world.
But that picture is not how you do it. That's how you get him made fun of more. That's feeding the memes.
That's inevitable. Come on. Before this girl, well, I think he's been with her for probably over a year. But before we discovered it, before people knew about her, people were still making fun of Glenn Danzig.
I mean, if she just had a picture of them like standing next to their tree, just like being normal, but she took this weird, awkward picture instead. Like she fed the memes.
She did. Yeah, she definitely fed the memes a lot. Yes,
it's a weird picture.
A Christmas meal. These memes. Should we read these questions or no? Should we just because
we covered them?
Okay, yeah. So it's pretty pretty straightforward stuff. The questions aren't really that like revealing. The only one I thought was revealing is that she's not she's not some metal girl. She says I think maybe she's being sarcastic here with the Britney Spears. I would think, but then again, you never know.
Why would she lie?
I don't know. She doesn't seem... Well, Britney Spears is a little, that's kind of a funny answer, It's like, oh, yeah, like Britney Spears. She kind of tried to think of the antithesis of what he is, I think, for that
Maybe she likes Britney Spears.
She likes Britney. Where is Britney Spears, anyway?
I mean, she's into old Britney Spears.
Maybe.
She grew up with it.
Yeah, because I guess she's... I imagine this girl's probably, in her 50s, I would say. Which is young for Glenn Danzig.
What? I don't think so.
I mean, she's well
she mentions wanting to have his kids someday, so I'm going to guess no.
Or maybe she's in her 40s. 40s at least, I'm going to say.
I was going to guess she was like my age, but...
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, she's so heavily enhanced that you can't really...
It's impossible to tell.
Yeah, because, but I think, when you're that age, you shouldn't really go for that yet. Maybe when you're in your 50s, 60s, maybe, but, not just kind of, I don't know. But, are all of Glenn Danzig's clothes black? Yes, obviously. Yeah, and we revealed that, working on the Veronica movie, which, I don't know did she play in the movie? We don't know. We haven't seen it.
We'll have to watch that
Yeah, we'll have
someday.
to watch it. Maybe we'll see her in it naked or something. Obviously. So yeah, that's good news for Glenn Danzig. And
Keep making the memes.
yeah, and and with that, we're going to now present you with a nice slideshow of our favorite Glenn Danzig, because there's many different. And they're not all with the gift wrap thing either. There's many memes of Glenn Danzig all over the internet, and so here we go. And I hope you enjoyed those Glenn Danzig memes, and I hope if Glenn Danzig is watching, he enjoyed them too, and maybe gets a little bit maybe opens his heart up to them, because they're not trying to harm you, Glenn Danzig. They're trying to they're laughing with you, Glenn. They're not laughing at you. Remember that. We're all laughing with you, not at you. So in other